Welcome back to the show. We got a great one lined up for you. You're going to love it. We got Ripple partner joining JPMorgan, cross-border payments gatekeeper of the world. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, $2.34 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is off by 1.5%. Bitcoin, 63,700 plus. Ethereum, 2,700 plus right now. $117 billion market cap plus for USD Tether. USDC is 34 billion plus. Where would the real USD be in short order? I don't know, but we're going to find out very soon. 59 cents for XRP. It's off by 2% in the 24, but off by up 2% on the 7-day as well. We're sitting right same place we were earlier this morning, right here at 59 cents. It's ranging between 58 and 60. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's start here is Fruition Productions. That's right. XRP Unleashed, baby, will be released in November. This November, just a few months away. This means the documentary will be available on a few platforms like Apple TV and Amazon. We will keep you posted as we get closer. Happy to let everybody know that, and super excited for the work to come out. I know that they have been doing just countless hours of recording and editing. 97 million plus XRP have been transferred from an unknown wallet to another unknown new wallet. And I can take all of the mystery out of this by letting you know, well, some of the mystery by letting you know it was not my wallet. Oh, what are you going to do? Well, we're waiting for a few things to happen, like Ripple to pay the $125 million fine to the SEC, which, according to AMLA, is due within the next 13 days. The countdown is running. And will we see the SEC appeal in the next, I guess it would be 43 days, because I think they have up till 60 days to make the appeal. So we'll see. Well, I guess they could do whatever they want. But we'll see what happens if they appeal. But nonetheless, Ripple has made it very clear that they're going to pay the fine. We'll see what goes on from there. Now, speaking of the SEC paying fines and what they're up to, let's take a listen here. SEC enforcement action against crypto, navigating unique regulatory challenges. Oh, that's one way to say it. Listen here to Lila Tesler, partner and lead of Sidley's FinTech blockchain.
So I think it's definitely unique here in seeing so many SEC enforcement actions, especially in a space where there's not as much rulemaking and guidance. And I think that's where we're seeing a lot of pushback by the industry and the proactive litigations. I think a lot of the players want to comply with existing regulations and guidance, want to come in and register, but they're seeing challenges and hurdles being put in their way. And so as a result, we saw a number of years ago, the SEC filing actions against protocols for selling tokens through unregistered securities offerings. Now we're seeing the cases expand to include unregistered broker-dealers, exchanges, and clearing agency allegations. And now even certain products, like we're seeing cases for unregistered securities activity in the staking space, or a non-custodial wallet, which is technology, being alleged to be unregistered. Yes, I think it's definitely
right? All these different technologies. Now, looky here. Yet another example that Gary Gensler has watched too many episodes of Sopranos when determining the scope and tactics of the SEC oversight, as the artist is now suing the SEC over whether NFTs are securities or not. Use Taylor Swift tickets as an example. Here we go. And where have you heard all of this before? Remember when I put this diagram together? The SEC's crypto war strategy. Sue each value protocol and use case. Now, I don't illustrate exchanges on here, but you get the picture. This is exactly what we're watching take place. And no one on the right or the left is stopping anyone. We need legislation in order to put everyone back where they need to be. Now, this is important. I want to share this with you because let's understand this. The state of Wyoming is planning a U.S. dollar-backed stablecoin. I covered this in the first video this morning, but there's something I want to say here because Chad, I believe, has it right. The annual potential revenue on that issuance alone is around $5 million. Banks, states, corporations, and countries, all with stablecoins that will need interoperability. And this is the conversation I had on stage with Christian Carlo about this exact thing, about how stablecoins could act as a bulkhead to soak up the hyperinflated bonds and dollars coming back home from the massive de-dollarization movement around the world. Think of it. And I have said multiple times that if the legislation that the United States passes for crypto legislation and stablecoins specifically, if that were to illustrate that, as Chad highlighted here and I highlighted, banks, states, corporations can all participate in the issuance of stablecoins, then that is going to prove to me just how bad the United States government understands hyperinflation will be for all of us. Because allowing banks, corporations, right, and states to release their own stablecoin creates more use cases for these hyperinflated dollars, because all of the entities that are allowed to have an issuance of stablecoins will be required to keep a 1-to-1 or a surplus. This is how you move the world off of fractional lending, ladies and gentlemen. No more will the banks be able to take $10,000 and then go borrow $100,000. That's what's changing here, because you're requiring at the fundamental foundational level of money, a digital representation of money, to be 1-to-1 backed, not partially backed, not fractionally backed, but 1-to-1 or a surplus. And the more you make banks, states, corporations, they don't issue dollars right now. I mean, you can go get dollars there, but they don't have the ability to issue a Bank of America dollar right now. But that's what's coming. And that'll be an actual dollar, right? So head on a swivel. I think there's a lot more coming in that regard, and we're going to find out soon enough. I think once we get on the other side of our election cycle here, we'll see. This is phenomenal news at my house. Ripple partner Neum Global just teamed up with JPMorgan. Come on in. Yeah, megaton bomb. JPMorgan and Neum, come on in. Yes, Neum uses XRP, and yes, they're connected. JPMorgan introduction right here. Here it is. Yada, 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 boom. We love seeing these connections, right? Neum's global expansion fueled by JP Morgan's payment solutions. Look, Neum is a Ripple partner, okay? Let's understand that, okay? Ripple Net, Neum, right here, Bank of America. Look, I know we need legislation. You know we need legislation, but let's just remind ourselves of this little fancy piece of news. Remember this from 2018 from Stephen Bull Deep?
Actually, Japan is a very, very cash-oriented society. Surprisingly, yeah. People think we are kind of advanced, but by the way, I come from Japan. But the percentage of digital payments of all the transactions is actually only 19%. So it's actually kind of national agenda to increase digital payments. And the government encourage banks to innovate so that they can increase digital payments ratio. So now what we are doing in Japan is we created a consortium of more than 50 banks to come together to develop a completely new payments platform or infrastructure powered by Ripple's distributed ledger technology.
And there you have it. And that's Emi Yoshikawa from Ripple, obviously. But talking about 61 Japanese banks formed a consortium to build a domestic platform powered by Ripple. That was 2018. And we know by 2025, we've heard what is it? What the hell is his name? Yoshitaka Kitao. That's what it is. Yeah. So there, we know what he's going to do, right? Head of SBI. So this is, again, I say, And we know how much trouble Japan is having with their bond market and their own dollar. You know, again, there is a point, an inflection point that is coming, and we can all see it. This is one more of those inflection points. Look at the connections with BRICS Coalition to Ripple. Look at the connections here. It's just remarkable. There is a new payment market infrastructure that is being designed around the world, and they're all going to be connected, and it is not a speculative guess to understand that Ripple will have a huge hand in almost all of it. And it gets even easier to believe that we could reach these prices, knowing that we're at 59 cents today, understanding that it is legislation that more than likely will be the catalyst and the launch of the real USD on Ethereum and the XRP ledger that has the potential to set all of what we're seeing here into motion. I don't think plus $30 XRP is out of the realm of possibility with legislation and real stable coin launched on the Ethereum and the XRP ledger, and knowing that other banks and corporations will have the ability to issue stable coins as well. I think it's a good thing, and I think it's remarkable that we're this close to it. We're closer now than ever before. And that is super exciting to me. Listen, I couldn't be more excited, and I never pretend to know when, but I know one thing. I am just super grateful that we're all here together on this journey. This is going to be fun for all of us to share this. And boy, do we have stories for our kids and grandkids. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.